Good morning, all you Focus Golf Group subscribers. Doug Laurie coming to you from my basement on March 22nd. Why my basement? Well, I thought I'd start you off with a great tip for this golf season, focusing on just two small things. We'll talk a little bit about how to get the proper grip, and we'll talk a little bit about how to take the proper posture. I think if we follow those simple little routine that I've developed, you'll be able to get your golf game started off correctly. And if you keep coming back to the Focus Golf Group blog, you'll get tips throughout the season on how your game just gets that much better. So, to start you off, we're going to talk about how to get the proper grip. Now, it's essential, okay, that your grip pressure is light so that it allows your arms and your hands to swing the golf club correctly. Okay, you don't want to be taking a death grip. Okay, now keep in mind, you want to make sure that your club works with your hands like a unit, because that's the direct contact onto the golf club. So, simply put, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how to get your hands on the club, and it starts with your top hand or your left hand. So if I was looking at the golf club here, I would take my hand, okay, I'm going to come in a little bit closer so you can see it, and I want to put my hand on the golf club so that I have a little bit of the club leading out underneath my pad of my hand. If I were to take and hold it with one finger, that pad would be supporting it, okay? And when I have my hand on there, if you look, okay, this V on the golf club, okay, points, when I have it down here, to my opposite ear, okay? From this point, we want to take your right hand and attach it onto the golf club. So, again, I'm going to come in a little bit closer. When you put it on, you want to overlap your fingers. You don't want to interlock. That puts it a little bit too much in your palms, okay? And you don't want a 10 finger, okay? But if you want to reference by going 10 finger to start with, take your pinky off, slide your hand back down, and then rest it just over top of your index finger of your left hand. What that looks like when you put it down is that the club is situated in your fingers, not in your palm, okay? And that the V of this hand, your right hand, is pointing to your right shoulder. Okay, so once we have that, okay, we have the golf club face is nice and square or straight up and down in relation to your hands, okay, and what we can do now is get our posture. So I'm going to turn on the profile here. I just want you to keep your hands up in this position while you're getting your posture. Keep your feet together, okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to stick our bums out, okay, it puts our weight towards our heels, but then we slide forward a little bit so our weight goes to our toes, and you unlock your knees to give yourself balance, okay? Now if you notice when I do this, my back doesn't change its position. From this position, okay, I let the club fall down, and I move my feet out approximately shoulder width apart, okay? The club situated in my hands now are ahead of the golf club, and the club head is situated in the center of my stance. So if I was to do it this way, it would look like this, okay? So I've got my grip, I stick my butt out, I slide forward, I let my knees flex, club comes down, I take my stance, and as you can see, when I set up, okay, my right shoulder's lower than my left, okay, because my right hand's lower than my left on my golf club, and the butt end of the club is always opposite the inside part of your left thigh. If you don't want to have your hands in the center, you always want to make sure they're slightly ahead. Those simple tips will get your game started off in the right way in 2010. Look forward to seeing you here on the Focus Golf Group blog. Once again, I'm Doug Laurie. Thanks for tuning in.